So this video is an update video. So I'll go back to the beginning, mentioning last year the video that I created that I've been practicing persistent faith, looking for employment. If my memory is correct, last job I had was from November of this past year, 2022, to January. So since the journey to reclaim my voice has been going on for 2 years, I have not had consistent employment. Persistent faith for me is a perfect no. Do I have days where I'm just like, I'm so focused on my faith with the Lord? Is it consistent? No. Can I say that there are areas in my life where I have practiced less faith? Yes. Can I say that is something that I will continue to work towards? Yes. Persistent faith is difficult. But as scriptures say, that God is a rewarder to those who diligently seek Him. That I will keep on going. That what I will keep on doing. I will continue to seek the Lord on my journey. Going through the whole frustration, because I don't know about you, I cannot stand being late with my bills, being late with my responsibilities. I cannot stand that, because I will say openly, that is one of the number two, I'll say number one thing where my faith is very shaky regarding finances. And not to say that I've had moments where finances wasn't a struggle for me, but more than not, they have been. But I've also seen miracles from the Lord, financial breakthroughs from the Lord, right at the nick of time. Years upon years, God has shown me His strategic, just with me, I only could talk about me, right? The strategic way He chooses to provide for your girl. All those times uncomfortable, yes. As well as this last year, it was up and down with me being able to pay my bills. They got paid, but like I said, when a bill is late, it's irritating. So that happened. I was not able to pay my rent. I was not able to pay my rent for a year. For a year. My business was not producing enough income to pay my rent. This actually started the end of 2021. Actually, this is when it started. And from October. Since September 2021 all the way to July 2022, I was not able to pay my rent. I wasn't making enough money to cover all the necessities and also pay my rent. So I found some resources to help me with that, and it took forever. It took forever. What's forever? Since October to June. October 2021 to June 2022. It was email tag, phone tag, not hearing anything about my application or anything. Wasn't hearing anything while months was going by and my rent was getting behind and more behind. It was only the grace of God that I didn't get any letters. No one knocked on my door. It was like, at the time, I felt like I was invisible. So I just started praying that God will protect me and shield my household, because I couldn't find a job. In June, I finally received a letter from an attorney, because I'm so behind rent, right? So I went through the process of going to court. But if I back up a little bit, the caseworker that had my case regarding the caseworker that had my case for my application, she contacted me in like June, letting me know that everything had went through and the landlord will receive the check. October to June. I told no one else in my household what was going on, because I did not want to freak anybody out. I walked that through. I walked that out in faith and confidence that I wasn't going to get put out, that God was going to handle it, that God was going to take care of me. And he did. And a woman actually texted me asking if I would want 3 additional months for rent. Why would I say no? So that whole experience, I was not able to pay rent for a whole year. With those added 3 months, covered a whole year of rent. That's not the first time that the Lord came in that way. It's not the first time. It's actually the third time that I can recall right now that he came through regarding rent. So here I am now, a month behind in rent. And so much has been going on around that. That is like, that's not even the number one thing that I have been pressing through for a month. That's below everything else. There's other things, that has so many other things that has been going on that is like, in my head, it's more priority than that. But it is a thing. And I have to say that I am grateful for all of it. I am grateful for all of it. Because that is something that is one of the things that God has spoken for us to do since the Old Testament to the New Testament, is to share what God has done for you. It's been said throughout the scriptures over and over and over and over again, to not forget what the Lord God has done for you. To share your testimony because someone else needs to hear it. So if that is you, and you, maybe it has nothing to do with finances, maybe you are cool in that area, maybe it's in another area, maybe it's regarding your children, maybe it has to do with your spouse, whatever it is, or maybe it's all you, and you have been seeking God, and you have been praying and praying and waiting and waiting and waiting, thinking that God don't see you, that he don't hear you, that he don't understand. I want to encourage you that he sees you and he knows you, and oh, he understands more than you could ever realize. I am waiting. And I say this jokingly, but I'm dead serious. But it's something that I say to God, like I'm just waiting for my I'm waiting you grab tight, you grab on tight, you hold on as if your life depends on it, because it does. Hold on to your faith. Think about all the other times that God came through. Think about all the other times where you have seen him come through in other people's lives. Think about all those times. He will not fail you. He will not fail you. I asked myself today, what if my situation, or maybe you can fill in a blank for your situation, what if the situation that keeps reoccurring over and over and over and over and over again, I asked myself, what if It keeps reoccurring because I need to grow stronger in that area. Because the next thing that he has for me is going to require the amount of faith that he wants me to have regarding my finances. What if that's just the foundational level of faith that I'm going to need to hold up the new wine that he is developing in me? What if? And that was the thought I had. I'm not saying that it's true. I'm just saying that that's the thought I had. And it encouraged me. And it helped me to check myself. Has he not taken care of me all my life? He has. Have I not practiced faith through it? Yeah. Yeah. With this ministry he gave me, I keep going. It takes money to have a business, and it takes money to have a ministry. And I keep going. It may not unfold like I think it should. It may not. Most likely it won't unravel how society feels as though it should. Whether if you're married or a single mother like me. But it will work out for the good of those who are called for his purpose. You keep going. You keep believing. You keep plowing the ground that he has already given you.